A new report suggests brain injuries linked to sports are more common than previously thought.
CTV's John Musselman has more on the efforts to keep players safe.
The key finding in this study shows that sports and recreational brain injuries are more prevalent than previously thought. The data shows that about 37% of brain injuries reported between 2010 and 2019 in Ontario hospitals were related to sports and recreational activities. That's more than triple the previous estimate of 12%. The positive news is that brain injuries dropped nearly 10% following the introduction of Rowan's Law. It was named in honor of Ottawa teen rugby player Rowan Stringer, who died from second impact syndrome in 2013.
If there's a player who's suspected of having a brain injury, you need to remove that player from play immediately and make sure that they're checked by a healthcare professional before they return. And this was the information that would have saved Rowan Stringer's life.
Dr. Jesse Young is a researcher with CAMH and the lead author of this study.
I think my biggest surprise was how prevalent sports and recreation related traumatic brain injury is, particularly because we're looking at hospital treated traumatic brain injury. So if you think about the total burden, it's likely much larger than what we were able to observe in the study, because we only observed those who consider it or have symptoms that prompt them to seek care. And we know that many people who have traumatic brain injury, whether it's sports related or otherwise, don't actually seek care for those symptoms.
Ontario has absolutely been the leader in Canada on this. And at the recent FPT meeting in August, Minister Lumsden stood up and asked the other provinces to think about adopting Rowan's Law.
The legislation sets out a framework for how parents, coaches, trainers, and athletes should respond if a brain injury is suspected during sports or recreational activities. John Musselman, CTV News.